Hello students, today we'll discuss the concept of electrostatic potential energy and its relation with electric potential. Though we already had discussed some of the part of this topic earlier, we'll discuss it in detail today. So let us start. To understand today's topic, we need to be clear with the following things. First of all, we should be knowing that when we move charge in uniform electric field, the work done can be given as W is equal to QET cos theta. What is theta here? This theta is angle between electric force QE and displacement D, and hence the work may be positive or negative or sometime even zero. Even if we move charge, it is possible that work done is zero. If it is non-uniform electric field, then work done to move charge can be given as Q integration of electric field over displacement from infinity to point P. Not necessary that it is from infinity to point P. It can be from point A to point B to point A. It can be between any 2 points. And then we should also be knowing that electrostatic potential of point charge, say Q at distance r, can be given as V is equal to kq by r. V is equal to kq upon distance of the point from the charge. So with the prerequisites clear, we can start with the topic. So let us start. We know that work done is equal to change in potential energy. Now, what is this negative sign doing here? What does it mean? This means that when work done is positive, the change in potential energy is negative, and it is very obvious. Suppose you are spending your energy then to do some work, then obviously your energy is decreased. Whenever some body is doing some work, its energy decreases. So when you do work, your work done is positive, the energy change in energy is negative. So it is very obvious. But yet, let us try to understand it from one of the previous examples. Consider a cylinder on an inclined surface. Now we know that when it is at some height, suppose the height of this cylinder right now is h, then how much is the potential energy of this cylinder? Can I say it is possessing mgh energy? Let the u0 be indicating initial potential energy. So I can say that its initial potential energy is mgh. Now, when it rolls down, which force is responsible? Mg sine theta. And in which direction that mg sine theta is acting? It is acting downward. So when it rolls down, its displacement is downward, and the force responsible for the displacement is also in downward direction. So if we apply W is equal to F dot D, if I take W to be F dot D in this case, what is the cos theta, FD cos theta value? Cos theta is 1, so work done is positive, isn't it? And what will happen to its potential energy then? We know that at bottom potential energy is 0. Now find out delta U, final minus initial, so 0 minus mgh. So answer is minus mgh. Potential energy has decreased, and why it has decreased? Because work done is positive. Work done is positive, and hence change in potential energy is negative. Consider one more case. Consider the same inclined surface, same cylinder, but at bottom. And now we consider this as initial situation. So initially potential energy is 0. Now what if it is pushed up? Now the cylinder is trying to go down. It is trying to go down by which force? It is trying to go down by force mg sine theta. But if it is pushed up, work done is positive or negative? Obviously work done is positive. Sorry, work done is negative, and we can say work is done on the cylinder and its potential energy increases therefore. Final energy is mgh, initial is 0. Now again find out delta U, final minus initial, mgh minus 0, that is mgh. So when work done is negative, change in potential energy is positive. And when work done is positive, change in potential energy is negative, and this is vice versa. Now why we need to recall this? Because the concept of work and potential energy is very similar even if you are talking about electric charge in electric field. Conceptually work is same, conceptually potential energy is same, and relation between the two is also exactly same. Okay, so with the concept of work and potential energy clear, let us try to understand it for electric charge and electric field. So we consider a uniform electric field, and to produce uniform electric field we assume that we have positive charge on one side and negative charge placed on the other side. So in the middle region I have equidistant parallel field lines, and that is uniform electric field. And now I consider 3 points A, B and C in this uniform electric field, and we will see what happens to a charge when it is moved from A to B or B to A or A to C. So if I consider a charge at point A and if we take it to B, what is the direction of electric field? We know that force QE, which force the charge is experiencing, the force experienced by the charge is QE, and it is from left to right for this example, for this situation. And in which direction charge was moving? Charge was going from A to B. So what is the angle between the two? 180, and hence work done is negative. Force and displacement both are opposite, and hence work done is negative. And what will happen to its potential energy if work done is negative? Obviously potential energy will increase, and it is very obvious also because potential energy is ultimately the comfort level. Now look at the A point and look at the B point and decide where the positive charge will be more comfortable, at point A or point B. Obviously at B point the repulsion is more, so charge is not very much comfortable here, and when the comfort level decreases, potential energy increases. Okay, so if you are asked out of A and B at which point potential energy will be more, just look at comfort level of charge. At B point, if it is not comfortable, its potential energy should be more at B point, right? And formula is also suggesting the same thing. Work done to go from A to B is negative, so change in potential energy is positive, potential energy of charge increases. But then what if I take my charge back? What if I take it from B to A? What will happen to the potential energy? What will happen to the work done? When we go from B to A, force is from B to A, force QE is from B to A, and displacement is also from B to A, and then work done is positive. And what if work done is positive? If work done is positive, change in energy will be negative, and it is very logical also. Going from B to A is like a rolling of cylinder down the slope, so potential energy decreases, very obvious. B will be more charge will be more comfortable at point A, and so its potential energy will be less. So when it goes from B to A, potential energy decreases, work done is positive. And what about A to C? Now logically if we see, for the charge it makes no difference whether it is at point A or point C, because the distance from negative charge at point A, distance from positive charge at point A, and those distances at C point remain same. So you place charge at A point or you place it at C point, no difference it makes as far as the position or energy of charge is concerned. And hence if we take charge from A to C, potential energy should not change. Does it change? No, it will not. How do we explain it mathematically? So we say that say displacement is from A to C, and force is in this direction. So what is the angle between displacement and force? 90 degree. So if you take Fd cos theta, it is Fd cos 90, and hence work done is 0. Work done is 0. So how much is the change in potential energy? Obviously potential energy will not change, so delta U is also 0. So that is how we can explain change in potential energy for charge when it is in uniform electric field. But be careful, we are talking about delta U, we are talking about change in potential energy and not absolute potential energy. So when I say that to take charge from A to B I am spending 10 joule energy, I am not saying that potential energy of charge at B point is 10 joule. When we spend 10 joule energy to take charge from A point to B point, we are not saying that potential energy of charge at B point is 10 joule. What does it mean? That whatever was the energy of whatever is the energy of charge at A point will increase by 10 joule when it reaches to point B. So it is delta U, and be careful about that. So we know that work done is given as force dot displacement, and force here is QE. So when we take path A to B, what is the angle between QE and D? QE is in right direction from positive to negative, and displacement is from A to B, that is in left direction. So angle between the two is 180. Cos 180 will give you -1. So work done is negative, and hence the potential energy is plus QED. Potential energy increases. If we go from path B to A, force is from B to A, displacement is also from B to A, so angle is 0. Cos 0 will give you 1, work done is plus QED. And hence potential energy will be minus QED. Potential energy of charge decreases when you take it from B point to A point. What if we consider paths A to C? A to C displacement, when you consider, angle between force and displacement is 90, and hence change in potential energy and work done both will be 0. Cos 90 will give you 0. So in general, we can say that work done by the charge when we are in uniform electric field is QED cos theta, and hence potential energy is minus QED cos theta. That is how we can express change in potential energy for charge being moved in uniform electric field. What if we consider charges in Cartesian coordinate system? Let the axis be x, y, z as shown here, and origin be O. So if I have some charge q at origin, and if I consider some point P, what happens when you bring some charge from infinity to point P? Now we know that when you are bringing some charge from this point, say charge small q, as you move, the electric field of capital Q placed at origin is increasing, and electric field is non-uniform. So to determine work done, we have to choose small part of the journey. Let us consider small part of the journey at distance r. Why to consider small part? Because for this small part, electric field of capital Q source charge is constant. So I can determine work done corresponding to the small displacement dr. I can always find out electric field of capital Q there. Okay, kq by r square, and I can always take dot product of QE and small displacement dr. Once I have dw, I can find out W, and once I have W, I can find out potential energy. Potential energy or change in potential energy. Suppose after undergoing all the maths, I have some answer, say 5 joule. Suppose if I say that I have done 5 joule work to bring this Q to this point P. So what is this 5 joule? This 5 joule is potential energy, or this 5 joule is change in potential energy? What do you think is the answer? Okay, in this case, it is the potential energy of the system, because we are coming from infinity. So when you take delta U, U minus U0 is 5 joule. But what is U0? What is U0? Initial potential energy. And what is initial potential energy in this case? It is 0. So when you come from infinity, you are making sure that initial potential energy is 0, and hence delta U is U. Okay, so delta U can be expressed as U provided initial potential energy is 0. So in this case, I can say that from definition of potential is work done per unit charge, and then W is QV. So for point charge, we know that KQ by RP is the potential of point charge in this case, and then I can say that W is KQQ by RP. How come? Look at this. Make W subject of formula. So W is equal to Q into V, isn't it? And this V is substituted from this equation, and that is how we get this. So now I know that W is minus delta U, so substituting the value, we get this. And as I explained, U0 has vanished here. Where it went? Because the work done is from infinity, so U0 is 0. For this case, not always. So in general, we can say that for any two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by distance r, potential energy can be given as K Q1 Q2 by r. And what if the charges are both negative, K Q1 Q2 by r? What if one is positive, other one is negative? In that case, the potential energy is minus K Q1 Q2 by r. Remember that when the charges are like charges, they try to go away from each other. They are under influence of repulsive force, and hence potential energy is positive. But when the body or charge is in influence of attractive force, the potential energy is negative. So you can also say that in bound state, potential energy is negative. When the charges are opposite, they are bound by the attractive force, and hence the potential energy is negative. And if the charges are under influence of repulsive force, they are trying to go away from each other, and hence potential energy is positive. They are not comfortable, so potential energy is positive. So for this situation, when we don't know directly distance between Q1 and Q2, how do we determine the potential energy? So the distance between the two can be found out by taking resultant vector r1 minus r2 or r2 minus r1. Makes no difference because we want distance, so we are going to take mod. So potential energy in this case is K Q1 Q2 by mod of r1 minus r2, because we don't know distance between Q1 and Q2 directly. So electrostatic potential energy can be given as K Q1 Q2 by mod of vector r1 minus vector r2. So that was the topic. Let us conclude now. So potential energy in terms of work can be given as W is equal to minus delta U. This is a concept from our 11th standard physics, so no doubt should be there. But in terms of potential, if we try to express potential energy, it is U is equal to QV or delta U is equal to delta V. When U is equal to QV, when our initial point is infinity, so initial potential energy is 0, and if you are going from one point in electric field to another point in electric field, you will have potential difference, and so what you get is change in potential energy, not absolute potential energy. Potential energy of charge when we move it in electric field can be given as QED. Again the same thing, infinity to the given point we are considering, so not delta U, it is U, assuming initial potential energy to be 0. and potential energy for two charges separated by some distance can be given as k q1 q2 by r. So that is how we can find out potential energy in case of charge and electric field. Thank you.